Night at the Ice Detention Center in Aurora for the Monday Night Vigil. Free Jeanette
Testing.
Vizcara.
Okay, I'm back. So, this is important for us to come together, guys. This is not just about, the Spanish culture, the black culture, white culture. This is about government systems breaking up our families. And I'm not going to get into it just yet, but for decades and decades, they have been breaking up our families in many different ways and using the system against us and forming that so we will stand against each other. And it doesn't matter what race you come from or what bracket of pay you come from or any of that. It's we are all human at the end of the day, and fair is fair and right is right. And we can't let them continue to do this. We're afraid of their money, their power, but we need to know that the power is in the people, and for us to stand together, and that's what's going to make the changes, for us to keep on showing up. So today we're going to show up and show out.
That's right.
And we're going to show them that, excuse my language, we can't be fucked with, okay? Because enough is enough. Today is a day that we need to stand and make these actions and take a stand. So I'm going to stop talking because I have a little bit more to say later when it's my turn. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for showing up for these people, especially these families that are impacted, the people inside. We're all going through some things, and it is unfair. So thank you.
Good evening. Oh, this is not on?
Oh, I turned it off to reserve batteries. Sorry.
Hello? Oh, we got it. Hey. I'm Dr. Cherie again. I'm humbled. I'm very humbled. I'm the executive director of BPUF, that's Black Parents United Foundation. And we are honored to host, and we will continue to host until change is made. So I will be your MC apparently with Rachel to kick us off. There's a couple of things that I wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of is what our mission is, that we service and serve our Black and brown folks here. So this is why we need to be here to show up for our folks, especially for our friends and families that are behind us right now. It's sad, it's disheartened. It's hard to even speak to know what the families are going through, because it could be each and every one of us at any moment. So we need to be able to love on each other. And I think the best way that we love on each other right now is to do this work together. And I stand humbled on behalf of BPUF and freeing Miss Jeanette and all of the folks that are there that are illegally detained is sickening. So we have to continue to fight. We have to continue to shout, and we need to be loud today. Actually, you guys do know that it was supposed to rain. We were talking about rain. I think folks were coming with ponchos, but for some reason it did not happen because we needed to be here. So again, thank you for showing up, and let's continue to show out together.
Yeah.
Hi, Free. And I want us to be as loud as possible because they can hear us in there. And I just want them to know that we're wrapping them around with love and support. And
Reese Ramsey, this is the Monday Night Vigil from the Ice Detention Center in Aurora, Colorado.
If you're sad,
Thank you for being here.
If you're grieving right now, that means you're paying attention. If you want to curl up into a ball and block out what's happening to our families, neighbors, and our country, I'm sorry, but this isn't the time. Get your big girl and big boy panties on and rock and roll.
Yes.
We are in an abusive relationship with the very system that should be working on behalf of the most vulnerable. No one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. If we don't act, everything all of our ancestors have fought for will be lost. So we have no wiggle room right now. We have to fight for every single thing that we've earned and maintain it, because if we don't, it might be gone forever. That's real. So, no scrolling on TikTok, for hours and hours and hours, although it can be really soothing sometimes. No, if you need, like, marijuana is useful for medicine, of course, but there's other, this isn't the time to eat gummy after gummy after gummy. Everybody just needs to be clear-eyed, clear-headed, and be able to work in this room, in this space, and be able to show up for each other.
Thank you,
Because
Rip.
we're the only ones left
Thank
at
you,
this
Reese.
point. So hug somebody today that you haven't hugged before. Let them know that you're here, and let these people know that we're here too, because it is absolutely one of the biggest things that I think they want us to do, is to just numb out and not care about the people that are getting railroaded right now. I'm sorry, I wasn't built like that, and I'm gonna care about people and human beings. They can't take my humanity away from me. And so don't let them take your humanity away from you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I guess right now we're gonna have Luna come up, and Tanya. Okay, so you want to just keep going? Okay, cool. We'll just keep going. So at some point, we're going to have Jeanette come in and speak to all of us, which is going to be great on the phone. I know we're all excited to talk to her and hear from her. So we are going to. Who's our next person? These are the girls. Yeah, they're right there. They're going to wait until their mom calls in. Okay.
Let me speak about that.
Yeah.
All right, so I love emceeing because I never get a chance to do this. I never used to have it. And if I take the mic, Rachel.
Your mom's name is.
So we're gonna get our first speaker here. She's my daughter. She's 14. She just finished 8th grade, and she's gonna speak about Black folks and brown folks and stereotypes. Lauren, come on up. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? First of all, how are you?
Good. Fast.
Thank you. And so, to me, the issue isn't the fact that people are stereotyped as being ghetto or being thugs. To me, the issue is the fact that every time one of these issues are addressed, it's the fact that it's always taken as a joke. Like, everyone's always talking about, oh, maybe calm down, or it's just a joke. Or someone's always like, yeah, no harm, no foul. It was just a joke, calm down. Or another thing, we really need to stop normalizing saying the N-word and stereotyping Black people. Because this may sound weird because I'm 14, but we really need to raise our kids better and just to stop saying the N-word. And because I don't want the next generation growing up thinking that stereotyping people, not just Black people, but all people, like Asian people or Hispanics, into thinking that stereotyping people would be okay. Like, I don't want the next generation growing up thinking, oh yeah, all Black people came from the hood. No. Or that, oh yeah, all Mexicans, they really like tacos. Yeah, so, yeah. So Black people we may be stereotyped as mean or ghetto, but we're actually really smart, ambitious, and nice.
That's
That's right.
That's right, girl. Yep.
So in conclusion, we need to stop stereotyping. We need to not only stop stereotyping people, but we also need to make sure that all people will be free from stereotypes, from every single stereotype, and being free to do what they want, and being free to do what they please, and not being looked at differently just because the color of their skin. Thank you.
Just real briefly, right now, I just wanted to let everybody know we have a table with like markers and crayons and paper stock, so that we're gonna make some cards for folks to send inside. And I know it seems like a really small gesture, but I think being in there, it would really mean a lot to let them know that we are thinking of them out here. They're not alone. We're out here.
Yo, boy
We will
face.
stay out here. We will
Thank you for
continue
being
to
here.
fight for their freedom.
Snark and sass. Thank you for being
next
here.
we're going to go with, I think, Nikki.
Hey guys, I'm back. So, I want to piggyback off of what Lauren just said. And first, I want to say, please give her a round of applause again, because she's only 14 years old. And what we're doing out here, bringing our kids, my daughter is here today too, to not only support me, but support the people behind us. But like, we need to get our kids involved, our families, our cousins, our elder,
Right.
all of this, you know, because we need to take care of each other. And what she said is right. We need to stop stereotyping ourselves, each other, judging, and all of that, because we're all human. No one is perfect. We all are struggling and going through things, and fair is fair, and we should be treated fairly. And today we're here because someone was not treated fairly. A lot of people are not being treated fairly today in this world with this system that is being recreated, and it's really sad and it's heavy. And you know, I know we're adults, and I'm an educator. I've been in education for over 20 years, and where I come from, we say it takes a village, right? It takes a village to raise these kids up, but it takes a village for us too. So don't watch people struggle. Lend a helping hand. You know, smile at someone, say hello, you know, don't just walk by somebody. When I was growing up and you were walking down the street and an old couple was sitting on the porch, you were supposed to say hello. We don't even say hello to each other anymore. We don't even acknowledge each other unless it affects us. And this problem isn't affecting me personally, but it is. You know, because just like Rachel said, that could be me in there, and my daughter could be out here fighting for me. And that makes me really sad. So today, I'm not here just for me. I'm here for my community. I'm also known as the neighborhood homegirl, bridging the gaps between community and resources. You know, it is very important for me as a Black woman to be here to support my fellow community members that have been out. Before Jeanette went inside, she was out here fighting for us just like we are today. So it is my job to be here to fill in her shoes for her until she gets back out here to be able to continue to do this great work that we're doing. You know, free Jeanette, free everyone. This is supposed to be the land of the free, and we're paying the cost, everyone. So many impacts. You know, they're breaking up our families. We have health impacts. They're raising the price of rent and food. How are we supposed to survive, you know? And we will survive better if we stand together, if we raise voice together, if we fight together, if we love together, if we eat together. So today, in moving forward, we're going to move in unison. We're going to become a unity. Today we are family. So I have a poem that I found that I want to read, but
Marisa, thank you for being here tonight.
The Creed of Faith. Sorry guys, I'm blind, so I need to zoom in. Hold on really fast. Even with my glasses on. Life holds for you no guarantees. It may be a stairway growing steeper. Yet if you take each step, stride after stride, you'll grow stronger instead of weaker. You have your ups and you'll have your downs. And even when you make it through, there may be times you'll feel you can't go on. There's nothing more that you can do. It is during these times of doubting, during these moments of great despair, that you must lift your head up high to the sky, asking for guidance through your prayer. asking the Lord to give you the strength to make it through another day. Staring each of your problems in the face, never yielding, and simply saying, I will do my best that I can. I won't let anything hold me down. I'll concede the battle and not the war. I will always come back around. God's beside me. There is nothing before me that can block the way of that. I must go through the obstacles that lie in my path, may make the going slow. But I'll never quit. Thus, I will never fail. And in my life, you will always see I'll give it all that I've got, and I will become the best that I can be. Thank you.
I have the pleasure to introduce our next speaker, which is Aaliyah, and she is from Adams City High School. She just graduated. And she is a leader. Her voice is very powerful, and she's already getting involved with environmental issues and just coming to the table and saying, we have a voice. So, Aaliyah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm going to try not to get too emotional up here, but I'm already tearing up a little.
Take your time.
I'm the daughter of immigrants. My whole way was paved by immigrants. And so today I stand here a little emotional, seeing all these people behind us. These people fought to be here. They fought tooth and nail, crossed through deserts, rivers, in the freezing cold. And it hurts my heart to see them behind bars today, treated like animals by a government who colonized this land and stole it right beneath our ancestors.
Shame.
Shame.
I cannot say my appreciation to immigrants. They've built this nation.
Right.
They've made me who I am, and they've raised me. And I know for a fact that my mom has done her very best to raise me and make me into the person I am today. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I just graduated.
Yay! Class of 2025! Yay!
And I was the student body president for my class. And
Student board?
in my speech, I spoke a lot about the appreciation I have for immigrants. My grandmother on my father's side is an immigrant from Cuba, and my mother and my grandparents on her side are immigrants from Mexico. And they had a really hard time getting here. But every single day they get up and they work long hours and they do their very best to give me everything, even when they came from nothing. And it just fills my heart with so much joy to see all of you guys here gathered today just to fight for these people when they can't do it themselves. So I just want to say, aquí estamos para ustedes.
Gracias.
We love you guys and thank you so much. And thank you guys.
Gracias, hermosa.
We're gonna listen to Luna and their mom.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Hey.
Hola, mi Janet.
Hey.
Hola, hermosa, te queremos. Lucy, aquí, amiga. Okay. I love you, girl. I miss you. I'm sorry, girl. Estamos aquí. Aquí estamos, amiga.
Dios está contigo, amiga. Soy Teresita, la hermana de Cristina. Dios te bendiga.
Antes de comenzar, quiero primero decir que este es un día muy importante, es el Día de los Caídos. También es el aniversario número 5 de la muerte de George Floyd y hay que guardar un minuto de silencio.
First and foremost, she'd like to recognize that today is Memorial Day, so we would love to honor our fallen soldiers as well as it is George Floyd's 5th anniversary. And we need to go ahead and honor him as well. So if we can go ahead and hold a minute of silence. that many of our soldiers, they fought for our liberty. They fought for us to be able to have free speech, to be able to express ourselves in this country. Yet we're stuck in a place to where we're stuck. We're not able to fulfill that, and their service has not been commended in the right way as well.
Pero también hoy hay un día para celebrar, también al igual que el aniversario de George Floyd. Hoy son 5 años que estuvimos en un campamento que duró 89 días afuera de este centro de detención luchando por los derechos de los inmigrantes en el tiempo de la pandemia.
At this time, it also does mark 5 years from the encampment that we had outside of this detention center. Both of these scenarios were occurring at the same time. So although, we are celebrating the fact that we had the encampment, we need to remember those who have taken the toll and that have been harmed, with the policies and the actions of this country.
Son ya 2 meses de que estoy aquí detenida como presa política, pero no me voy a arrepentir nunca de todo el trabajo que he hecho a lo largo de 28 años en pro de mi comunidad.
Yeah, gracias.
It's been 2 months now as a political prisoner, but I will not back down nor give up in regards to what I've done so far.
Gracias, Miriam.
Quiero darles un anuncio que quiero que invitarlos. En esta semana vamos a tener una rueda de prensa porque dentro de todo lo que está pasando también hay noticias buenas. Todavía no voy a salir, mi team legal está trabajando bien duro. Estamos trabajando ya que esta lucha no es fácil con esta administración.
We would like to invite everyone that is here, as well as notify friends and families, that we will have an upcoming press release as far as the motions that her legal team is working on at this time.
Probablemente el día jueves vamos a tener una rueda de prensa porque dentro de todo esto voy a recibir 2 premios muy importantes a nivel nacional por derechos civiles.
Bravo.
And this press conference will be directed towards the 2 awards that she has received during this time, both national awards, one being the RFK award and the second one being from the NDWA.
Es raro que cuando he estado luchando, muchos saben, cuando estuve refugiada en la iglesia, recibí el reconocimiento de una de las 100 personas más influyentes del mundo por Times Magazine. Y eso es bueno para mí porque se debe de reconocer el trabajo y la lucha de los líderes en vida, no cuando ya estás muerto, que todo el mundo está resaltando el trabajo y la labor que has hecho por tantos años.
And similar to last time, circumstances are a little bit unfortunate, but the awards have been given during those times. The last time was the Times 100 most influential people back in 2017 when she had taken refuge in a church.
Y quiero hacerles un llamado que esta lucha no va a ser fácil. Yo lo dije muchas veces, la razón por la que estoy aquí es retaliación. Es retaliación porque yo creo que la gente que tengo en redes sociales vieron que era la persona más activa durante todos los operativos. Y ahora estoy aquí, pero yo siempre dije, no me voy a ir sin luchar, no me voy a ir sin defender a mi comunidad. Y no importa dónde yo esté, voy a seguir trabajando por los derechos de mi comunidad inmigrante.
And once again, she'd like to reiterate that this is not going to be an easy battle. What they have done is a form of retaliation in regards to her actions, in regards to her speaking out about the injustices going on in this detention center. And neither her nor us should be giving up.
That's right. That's right. Never, never. Girl, estamos contigo.
Muy pronto van a recibir una invitación de parte de mi colega Jennifer Piper de American Friends Community Service, a los cuales yo les estoy muy agradecida porque desde el año 98 ellos y yo hemos trabajado muy de cerca.
Here pretty soon we should be receiving an invitation from her colleague Jennifer Piper, who since '98 with AFSC we've all been working together in many multiple ways, in very intersectional ways as well.
Quiero que todos los grupos que han estado parando cada lunes en este centro de detención, en algún momento nos vamos a juntar todos porque vamos a crear un grupo grande de contención a todos los ataques de esta presidencia.
With all the groups that have been participating in every Monday vigil, we will be organizing something to where we will all come together and create a larger contingency to be able to create more awareness towards what's going on.
En la última marcha que hice un día antes de mi detención, yo hice un llamado, dije que necesito soldados no para pelear con armas o con pistolas, soldados que están listos para defender a su comunidad, para tener desobediencia civil, para tener una buena representación allá afuera, de defender a la gente que somos parte de la comunidad. La comunidad inmigrante es esencial en este país.
Yes.
And during her last action, on the day before she was detained, she let everyone know that at this time she needs soldiers, not soldiers that are fighting with violence nor with weapons, but soldiers that are ready to take action, soldiers that, it all depends on everyone's circumstances, but that are ready to, participate in civil disobedience and all things of that sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there. I know you're there.
Esta niña que está aquí se llama Tepika, ella es de Nepal.
Ay.
Ella lleva 9 meses detenida aquí. Ella vino pidiendo un refugio en este país y no es justo que gente pase tantos meses o hasta años detenidos en estos centros de detención que ganan billones y billones de dinero por tenernos detenidos.
The young lady that we just saw next to her, her name is Tepika. She is from Nepal. She arrived here seeking refuge, seeking asylum. She has been there for 9 months, and it is not just that, you come to this country seeking something more, seeking protection, and you're persecuted for it. You're put in a cage.
Shame. Shame.
Creo que no es buena idea que a mí me tengan detenida aquí porque al final del día sigo haciendo mi trabajo aún aquí adentro. He estado sacando diferentes testimonios de diferentes personas. He estado denunciando las condiciones del centro de detención. No importa dónde esté, yo no voy a parar de trabajar y seguiré ayudando a la gente. Aquí se están sacando los testimonios de todas las detenciones injustificadas, sin los warrants correspondientes, y eso es algo que tenemos que sacar a la luz, que todo lo que están haciendo es un proceso irregular y que no es bajo la Constitución.
And I think inside this detention center, as well as Homeland Security, they know that it is not a good idea to have her in that detention center. Not only just the fact that, it harms her family, but it really brings more out to the light because she communicates with us, as well as, she forms these actions. She's taking testimonies from people who have also had no due process within their case, people that are having very irregular arrests as well.
Entonces esperen el llamado de mi colega Jennifer Piper. Vamos a tener un webinar que va a ser virtual con todas las organizaciones que han estado participando ya por 2 meses para crear esa resistencia que necesitamos en la comunidad. Nos tardamos muchas décadas trabajando duro para romper la polimigra y para que ahora Colorado sea un estado progresista donde la gente pueda vivir en libertad y pueda quitarse el miedo de que la policía los detenga, pero vemos que hay condados que están participando con inmigración, como condado Jefferson y condado Adams.
So keep an eye out for the notice from our colleague Jennifer Piper. There will be a virtual webinar, as well as we work so hard, specifically in Colorado, to go ahead and get rid of a lot of these anti-immigrant, these racist policies. We're seeing that a lot of counties are working directly with ICE, Jefferson County, Douglas County, a lot of these sort. We're seeing that a lot of people that are also being released on bond, ICE is waiting literally right outside for them.
Shame. Shame.
Porque otra de las cosas que queremos denunciar son que personas como Mayra, que es de la comunidad rusa, ella vino pidiendo refugio, ella ya ganó su caso, y otras personas han ganado sus casos, pero todavía los quieren seguir reteniendo aquí en el centro de detención. Son testimonios que tenemos que seguir teniendo para que la Unión de Libertades Civiles en algún momento podamos hacer una demanda colectiva.
And as we just saw, Myra is part of the Russian community. She has won her case, yet they continue to withhold her. Every single day, this prison makes more and more money off of every single detainee that they have in there. And we need to continue and get these stories, take these testimonies, and eventually we can go ahead and put in a strong enough demand. Because it's not right, it's unlawful.
Y quiero agradecer enormemente a cada persona que ha parado aquí durante 2 meses desde el primer día que fui detenida, porque esto no es fácil. Y yo siempre he dicho que el pueblo salva al pueblo. Y es como nosotros vamos a lograr una victoria en contra de esta administración que no solo está afectando a inmigrantes, sino está afectando a nuestra comunidad en general, en educación, en salud, en empleos, en economía, porque no tienen un plan para nosotros, la clase baja y la clase media. Este es solo un plan para la gente que rodea a este presidente, gente con dinero que no van a pagar impuestos a diferencia de nosotros.
And once again, she'd like to say thank you to everyone that has been standing here every single Monday for the past 2 months. It's not easy. Take time out of your day. You make the drive. I've heard from people that they drive all the way from Loveland, which I think is crazy. But essentially, we need to continue to stand for our own people, because these people only focus on the upper class. They're not focused on any of us. They're threatening our Medicaid. They're threatening our jobs. They're threatening all things of that sort, and we need to continue to watch out for each other, to protect each other.
Woo! That's right. Eso.
Y también les agradecería que sigan donando, ya que las donaciones que están dando también me ayudan para yo ayudar a otras personas aquí adentro que no tienen para hacer llamadas de teléfono, o muchas veces no tienen para su comisaria. Cualquier donación que ustedes den por Vemo, por SED y por el GoFundMe nos va a ayudar no solo a mí, sino también a otras personas que estamos detenidos aquí.
And she'd like to say that any and all donations truly have helped. Not only are they going towards the legal fees, but they do also go towards, for example, commissary as well as phone calls. The commissary within this detention center has risen by an 8%. So anything at all helps.
Y pues esta lucha sigue y quiero que no se rindan porque son 4 años que nos va a tocar resistir, unos adentro, otros afuera, pero cuando estamos unidos somos más fuertes que cualquier cosa.
The fight continues. And that when we are united, we can go ahead and withstand anything.
That's right. Let's go.
Gracias. Aquí Lucy Molina, mija. Aquí estamos, cualquier cosa, dile a tu hija. Sí. Sí, tú háblame cuando gustes.
Que Dios está contigo.
Ahí estoy, tú sabes que yo estoy puesta. Tú sabes que estoy puesta. Sí, I'm with you. Yo soy para todo. Aquí le doy la información a las niñas y luego tú, ahí estoy puesta, amiga. Tú sabes. Te quiero mucho, Janet. Te quiero mucho, amiga. Gracias por todo. Aquí estamos contigo, amiga. Estamos con Janet. Free Janet. Free Janet. Free them all. Free Hector. Free them all. Free Nixon. Free Ana. Free Ana. Free Ana. Ándale, sí, a todos. I guess I will step up here now so I will, my name is Lucy Molina.
Lucy.
Let me give this, maybe you can help me with that one. And then I have a little, gosh, I'm a little emotional right now. My stomach, mi panza. I just, Luna, Suri, y Tanya, la familia de Janet, I have so much respect because of their resilience. I've seen those little girls since they were little.
the sanctuary, todo lo que, I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. You know, she's right. I'm also an activist. You know, I tell my kids, like, I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. Because I fight environmental justice, environmental racism, I fight immigration, I fight privatization of education. Let's protect our teachers and our students. Jeanette was talking about, she was, the day before, she got kidnapped. We were together when she did that call to action. And I got to share, oh, aquí está el niño de Héctor, ¿sí? Araceli, no, déjalo, mija, está bien. No, déjalo, está bien.
It's Hector's little boy.
It's okay, it's okay. Vente, Nico, it's okay.
Yes.
Déjalo, I love kids. So I am going to share this short presentation. I guess I shared the same day that I was with Jeanette the day before. So, y a toda la gente aquí en español, amigos, los queremos mucho. Ánimo, raza, ánimo, ánimo. No se rindan, aquí estamos con ustedes. Okay, so this is, it's called Our Story, Education, Not Deportation. Children of Immigrants. I am the past and the present. I am here and I am now. I am Mother Earth that cries out from deserts and rivers, mourning for the souls of her children. I am the Father's voice in the shadows, on the rooftops, the voice of our brothers and sisters in Los Campos, in the fields and the restaurant kitchens. I am the linguistically gifted child, like Aliyah and Sudi and Luna and my kids, that are reading a book, dreaming to make this country even better. We want education, not deportation.
That's right.
Why does our skin insult you? Why do you attack our children, our abuelitas, our abuelitos, our families and communities that have only longed for a better life? So I fight and fight, we fight. Yo soy Lucy Molina from Commerce City, where our council just passed a climate emergency. So sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
I know what it's like to fight for my life. I live next to the biggest polluter and eyesore of the state of Colorado, which is a stinky situation there for sure. I am Mexican American, the firstborn child of Jose y Teresa Molina. Mi mamita aquí está, this is my mom. Véngase, mami.
Gracias.
She was a union leader that also marched with Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta, mi mamita, and my grandma, yeah. I was the first to graduate high school and go to college in my family. My sister, her bachelor's degree. Mi gente, we are mothers, fathers, teachers, chefs, lawyers, doctors, roofers, farmers, truckers, entrepreneurs, and artists, even elected officials, like me. I am an elected official also. I am a public servant, and I am honored to serve as a board member along with my colleagues on an all-historic Mexican-American Indigenous board in Adams County, the Adams 14th District, that for years has been protecting public education and fighting the privatization of education. For decades now, education has been under attack. It's good bank. We know an educated and informed community makes informed and educated decisions. Woo! Yeah, that's right. Of course, they don't want that, right? Instead, they want us right enough to slave for their corporations for pennies and dumb enough not to know what's going on. But we know, huh? I know we know.
We know.
So it seems that this administration is determined to dumb us down and make this a new America no matter what. That doesn't make America great. No, it makes corrupt politicians rich. Defund wars, not education. Tax the rich instead of family separations. See, I was at CU the other day, and I was reminded once again how our brothers and sisters lost their lives just to have the right for higher education. A sad reminder that an educated man is a threat to the system, but an educated woman, black or brown man, is a threat to the white supremacy. The past was written to teach us. For a nation to be great, we need healthy communities. It's time for universal health care, clean water and clean air. Self-regulation does not work. Neither do sick and uneducated communities. Stop banking on human misery. Stop separating our families. The future is now. Ánimo, mi raza. Dios está con nosotros.
Yes.
Thank you. and I got to share the speech along with Jeanette the day before that she was taken from us. I have the honor now. I mentioned this is my mamita. Nikki mentioned earlier, we need to bring out our families. They brought their kids. Lauren, Dr. Walker brought Lauren. I see some of the children here. My kids got to join me last time. It is important to make sure that our families are aware and they need to step up. Dickie always says we need to show up and show out. And our kids need to know what we're protecting. We're fighting for their future. We're fighting for their clean water, for their clean air, and for their freedoms. That is why we're here. That's why you're here. And you guys are just amazing human beings. You guys are real. You guys are, man, I'm just very thankful, along with Jeanette, that you guys are here. And I have the honor, really. I brought my mama with me. This is Teresita Molina, La Dinamita Juarez. I mentioned to you guys, she was also, she got to march. So that was, man, a long time ago, right in the 60s, man. Why not to 2025? We're still fighting for our rights.
We fight hard. Hard for my people.
Yes. Well, yo le voy a decir, I'm going to introduce Dinamita Juárez, mi mamá, que she's going to do una capella song para la gente que está allá adentro, si nos pueden oír en español. Mi mamá les va a cantar una canción, ella la de Dinamita Juárez, lo va a hacer a capella, pero me la traje, le dije, mamá, échese una rola aquí para la raza, para motivar, ánimo. So, ahorita, Dinamita Juárez, my mom, Teresita Molina.
I will link that speech that Lucy and Jeanette had the day before she was abducted. I was there. And thank you for joining us again tonight. I will also link the link for the GoFundMe and the petitions to sign.
Okay, estoy muy orgullosa de mi hija y de todos ustedes. I'm really, really proud of you. Mi English not too good, but I tried. Okay. Ahí va.
You're doing great.
México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti, que digan que estoy dormida y que me traigan aquí, que digan que estoy dormida y que me traigan aquí. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti. Gracias. Y quiero aprovechar de veras. And I want to say, viva la presidenta de México, Claudia Sheinbaum, because le va a dar en la madre a Donald Trump. Sí, señor. Yes. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you, Mom. I put her in here, so I got, where's Miss Rachel and Dr. Walker? I think right now, I'm going to pass this over to them again to follow the agenda. Thank you all for being here. Gracias. God bless you all.
So right now, I'm going to put you to work. Get over there and do some cards and listen to some music and jam out and have some music playing for folks. Don't walk up like this. Okay. So everybody needs to get to work. Maybe make a belated Mother's Day card, make a Happy Father's Day card, because we have some parents in there that probably didn't get to spend time with their kids. And then we're going to wrap up here in a few minutes with some more speakers.
I also want to keep in mind today is Memorial Day. We do have veterans back here. We have folks that have fought for our countries. We have folks that have had careers. So anything that you want to pour out to, please take this time. We're going to play a little music, the cards, the paper is on this table. Jermaine, can you wave your hand? So where Jermaine is, that's my wonderful husband. He's going to guide you guys on where to write those cards, because as you know, that some folks don't get a chance to communicate and don't have any cards. So if you could, let's take this time to write something heartfelt so we can get this sent over to them.
Yep.
So for about 5 minutes, we'll play some music and then we'll come back and we'll get our next round of speakers with our program.
Yeah. This is where I'm from.
You're from Virginia?
Let me turn it up.
Hi.
Hi, Carol.
This is where you're from?
Virginia.
Oh, okay.
James River. It's the Powhatan River.
Oh, okay. What is this that we're looking at? I can't see it
It's
upside
a
down.
letter where lynching came from.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
He talks about Willie Lynch addresses a better way to control your slaves.
Oh.
You pit them all against each other.
Yes.
It says it's
And it's divide and conquer.
Yeah.
You know, do you guys watch Hassan Piker? Have you ever seen Hassan Piker? Hassan Piker, yeah. Hassan Abi on YouTube and Twitch. But anyway, he was taking a test today. It was called Nazi or Zionist. And he failed it bad. He said, this is the hardest test I've ever taken in my life.
It's just like things people said.
Yeah, it was quotes and where they came from. It was either a Nazi or a Zionist. He got it wrong most of the time, and it was, you couldn't tell the difference.
I went to Boulder yesterday and I saw some fucking Israel protesters. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, and the people just like
Pro-Israel, you mean?
stopped. Yeah. Stopped to the side and just let them by. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
no, you don't do that. You get it.
Oh,
You don't
gotta-
let them by.
No, we give them shit. Definitely.
I wish I had like a Hemi
Yeah?
and a lot of money. I would just go like fly a Palestine flag off the bag like the Nazis do with the fucking American flag and the We the People flag.
Yeah.
A Palestine flag, a Mexico
Have you seen
flag,
that truck?
and just like burn out around them, just.
Have you seen that truck that's all decked out? It's been in Denver, but it's on. You can see it on TikTok a lot, but it's just all decked out with a Palestinian flag all over it. It's got all. I mean, it's gorgeous.
I might have seen it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I've seen a couple of cars.
I know it's been in Denver recently. So. Hey guys. Hi. So I'm an official. I'm a local YouTube journalist. My name is Carol Funk. That's the name of my channel. Carol Funk. F-U-N-K. I always have to spell that, you know. And you'll find every visual since the beginning on there. So that's me. Thank you. Thank you so much. So anyway, thank you guys for coming again for another Monday Night Vigil at the GOI Center in Aurora, Colorado. It's a terrible, terrible place, but they have bananas. Thank you for being here tonight. Everybody's making cards. It was nice to hear from Jeanette, as always. So, get a copyright for the music. Okay. Just glad to be here. We will continue to stand until this place goes down.
Yeah. They call it Mount Chamalumma. What? Chamalumma. Yeah. Everest is just what the. But yeah, it's so cool. And also, I do have
Vamos a comer algo, mis amigos. Ahorita on our way, we'll get a bite or a burger or something. Take a snack there.
But there's snacks. There's bananas too. Bananas. Hi.
Hi, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I've missed them. Candace.
I'm good. It's been so long. I saw you in a couple other.
I know. Yeah, you can find everyone in the jungle. I was watching. Awful. I was getting so hungry. I know, I was getting so angry watching that thing. But anyway. I don't know where. Well, anyway, she just spoke for herself. That's for sure. Just exposed who she was. So it was awful. But anyway, thank you for coming on again tonight. Definitely. Yeah, I do too. I was marching with her the day before they kidnapped her. So.
I can't say how many places I've been, and Ned and I are there for the same cause, the very same day.
Yes, she fought for all kinds of rights. I mean, she was a pillar of our. She is a pillar of our.
She is, absolutely.
Yeah. And this little boy here, his father is inside there. Really sweet. He last week he had a picture of him, and he was in the window. He was looking at the right. It was really sad. It's heartbreaking. Definitely. But anyway, all right. Cool. This is great. Everybody's making cards. Everybody's making cards. That's great.
The moral part.
Jeanette's girls. Heartwarming to see community come out here Monday after Monday. Monday after Monday, people are coming out here. So we're not going to stop. Reese, Reese Ramsey, are you still here? You left, you came back, you left again. How sweet. She was out protesting, marching when the year I was born, in the decade I was born, which was a long time ago.
As you're wrapping up your cards, we're going to gather back. We have a few more speakers. As you are wrapping up your cards, feel free to write as many as you like. Our next speaker will be Araceli. Oh, she's still writing her card too. We'll give it a little bit more time.
It's for Hector.
Araceli was just
She's writing a card for Hector.
Making all kinds of things with little other gum wrappers and using the stuff that they have to make things and products. And I just think that that's such a good example of how art and creation and being creative can actually, it helps to, it's therapy and helps people to really feel connected to themselves and others. That's why I'm making everybody color, because it's good for your heart and your soul. Yeah, so they're baking things on the inside.
I know.
And imagine just like having people on the outside or that you love and you care about and you can't do anything. You can't connect with them, you can't visit them. And every single piece of mail, every single piece of information from the outside is like a gem. And just feeling connected again. I also want to just really highlight the fact that I acknowledge Mr. Floyd's murder today, but this Black folks and brown folks and Native folks have known about the violence that's been happening to them for centuries. And I just really want to give a heads up to white people. Your turn's next. You think that they're going to stop at arresting all of these college students from different countries? Do you think that you're safe? If we let one of these people get arrested and tortured and deported to countries they've never even been to, into Venezuelan prisons where it's like a work camp without due process, believe me, you're next. So nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Your citizenship won't save you, neither would the color of your skin. So everybody needs to just support all of these people.
That's right.
Okay.
Yo a nuestros amigos allá nomás en español, nomás quiero de nuevo ánimo, raza, aquí estamos para ustedes, nos queremos muchos, apóyense, y mucha oración, Dios con nosotros siempre, tengan fe y aquí vamos a estar cada lunes apoyándolos. Y también queremos, Araceli, we have one more speaker here, a couple more speakers, but we have a few more speakers, and we have a powerhouse that is here too from Aurora. So we do, so gracias a todos. Aquí le paso a Araceli.
Ya está listo.
Primero quería decirle gracias a todos por juntarse, estar aquí por todos. Yo nomás estoy aquí para contar lo que le pasó a Hector. Él, el 23 de abril, él salió a usar su bicicleta cuando unos agentes de ICE y DEA pararon con sus vehículos que no eran marcados. So on April 23rd, some DEA officers and ICE officers with unmarked vehicles stopped him a block away from our house while he was riding his bike.
Shame. Shame.
He was trying to pull his phone out like as soon as he realized who they were. And when they saw that they were about to draw their weapons out, so then he decided not to anymore.
Shame.
So then when they realized like he didn't understand them, he was still like showing them like he just wants to call. Like he signaled to them like he just wants to use the phone to call, so they let him call. But since I didn't answer, he ended up calling like one of the hotline numbers, and they told him like just show me ID so they could see that you are not the person they were looking for. Because they told him that supposedly they were looking for a specific man. And so when he told them and he showed them his ID just to show that, you know, it's not me, like I'm not the person you guys are looking for, they like saw his ID, they were like, oh, you have an order of deportation, they just took him. So far, from what I know, he does have an order of deportation from 2019. However, he didn't know if he had one, because at that time, what happened to him, like back then, he like escaped from the house where his mail was being received, and after he escaped from the house, he didn't really have like any place or any like place to send mail. And like every other immigrant, you know, he gets scared, like he didn't want to call the police or he didn't want to talk to ICE because he was scared that because he didn't know nobody, that they were gonna just say, oh well, you could just get deported back. And the only reason he even came to the US from Honduras was because the gangs there were trying to recruit, like put him into their gang, and he was like saying no to them, so then they started trying to find him to like kill him for not joining the gangs. And we're currently waiting for the lawyer to like communicate with us, because like they called one, but he's saying that like at the moment that he was in vacations, so far we don't know like what's gonna happen. They haven't opened his case or any of that, so we're just waiting on that now.
Okay.
If anybody could donate, I would really appreciate it. We do have a flyer on the table that shows the QR code. We would really appreciate all the help and any of the help at all. Or like even just people share the story, I would really appreciate it. Just so that the rest of the community that's not aware of what's happening could know. Because even we thought like, oh, they're just going to houses. We didn't think, oh, they're stopping random people in the street. Because they saw him alone. They saw he was Hispanic. They said, this is our opportunity, and they took it. And you know, we didn't think it would happen like that, but apparently now they're doing this, and we're like, it's not right. We want to know, let the rest of the community know, so they could like, be careful out there.
Thank you.
Gracias, Araceli. Y este es por Héctor. Sí, para Héctor también igual donaciones ya están también a Janet Vizguerra, donaciones. Escucharon también de las hijas de Janet. Y a Janet, porque ella puede ayudar, ella está ayudando no solamente para las cosas legales, not only for the legal issues, right, but also she's able to help her comrades in there. So I guess I'm gonna pass it. Yeah, can I please? I do also, before I do have the honor to introduce someone very, very special to me, but I also am gonna share about Javier. This is for Javier Cruz Ramirez. That's also facing us, he's 20 years old. He's been here since he was 4 years old. I know Morena, Javier, immigrantes with Morena are helping. They're helping him. So everything that Jeanette said is real. He's 20 years old. He was arrested in Arapahoe County. The mom paid $25,000 to bail him out. Arapahoe County handed him over to ICE without lack of due process. So, yeah, shame. That's what they're doing in the county. So, yeah, that is really happening. So, do help with donations. But now I am gonna have the honor right now. I jacked the microphone here from my girls because this is very close to my heart, as I'm also, immigrant and immigrant descent. But I do wanna, right now, this woman I have so much admiration for that I'm very thankful that she's here. As soon as I walked, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's really here. I got a little bit of butterflies too, because this is a powerhouse. And I'm honored to say we're family. And like somos familia. And all of you guys here are family. Everyone here is family that we're here helping. But it is my honor, really. And Aurora, you guys are so lucky really to have her here. Yeah. I want to introduce my girl, Candace Bailey.
Yeah.
The powerhouse, the one and only.
Yeah.
Candace.
Hey, Candace.
I probably don't need this mic, so courtesy, I'll use it from home. So Jeanette Pisquera and I met years ago. I couldn't tell you where we were, what action it was. We didn't speak the same language, but our heart beats in the same rhythm. So when I went through a rites of passage, I was renamed Ilalafi, which means protector. And when I think about a protector, I think about my friend Jeanette Pisquera.
That's right.
Her heart is rare. And I've been talking to people about this for so long. The one common denominator that Jeanette and I had was that we are humans and we believe in humanity. You see, Jeanette is a little powerhouse next to me. I'm almost probably a foot taller than Jeanette. But there is a spirit within Jeanette that I believe lives in each and every one of us. At any given moment, it can be evoked. And unfortunately, Jeanette's whole life has evoked that warrior spirit. You see, I've watched this journey and this trial and this persecution of someone I call my sister for decades now. This didn't just begin for Jeanette. This has been ongoing. And once upon a time, Jeanette said something that rang home to me, so true. I am prepared for the moments yet to come. I don't even speak Spanish, but I knew what she said. My heart knew. When I was driving here, I was incarcerated right around the corner at Denver Women's Correctional Facility. And I think about what occurred while I was in that place, about all the things that were made and the skills that were given to me to be able to survive what was to come. History will repeat itself, and we are watching that. 5 years ago, I stood at the Capitol for George Floyd, but I was in a fight for home because Elijah McClain had been murdered just up the street from here. And there was silence. The crowds, 8, 10, 15, sometimes 20 people. And when Jeanette knew that people were not showing up, she showed up. It was not necessarily her fight, right? Because Jeanette's life was on the hinges because of immigration, because someone questioned her status, because humanity simply has never been enough here. We are watching the fall of the regime and the rise of a dictator that is very dangerous. We've talked about this for quite some time, and we've watched people backslide and not show up. Well, FAFO is real.
That's right.
Because we are now fucking around to find out.
That's right.
That's right.
A lot of people are saying I am not my grandparents. Well, I am. Because you see, without my grandparents and my grandparents' grandparents, I wouldn't be here today. 3 of my grandparents were immigrants to this country, and 1 was a slave. There were 11 languages spoken in my home, and my blood is more Aryan than the Aryan brothers with the swastikas tattooed on their head. Because you see, there is a power. There is a power within the people that stand here today that share identities we never identify. We're too busy fighting over red and blue have continued to shit on us and build facilities just like this off the backs of our people. We must acknowledge that the land that we are standing on belongs to the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne, not of the people who sit in a house we call white. You see, they constructed things here in this nation and across this planet that we have yet to acknowledge, because if we believe that the atrocity in Gaza is not the atrocity here in America, I say to you, wake the fuck up. Hell yes. Not kindly and gently. I am far from kind and gentle when we are at a place such as this. I can't tell you how many actions I've held, how many I've thrown, how many I've been a part of across this nation. I have watched people sit comfortably on their sofa and fight on social media about shit that don't mean shit for a very long time. There is a calling to humanity that has been happening. Many have been tone deaf. Many have allowed people like Jeanette Vizquera to sacrifice their life to live in a church for years, in asylum, on a land that does not belong to the very people who hold her hostage and call themselves Christians or Catholics or whatever deity they may bow to every day. I wonder where they are in this conversation with their God right now, as my friend sits in a place where no one should be. They are making hundreds of billions of dollars off the backs of people. Places like Geo, ICE, Denver Women's Correctional Facility, Denver Diagnostics and Receiving Center right next door, the county jail. Because you see, this has always been criminal. And now the sheets are being put back on. See, we wanted the sheets to come off. That's not the reality. The reality, the sheets are being put back on. And you are meeting your neighbors who have a belief that they are better than you, based on fill in the blank, whatever it may be at that given moment in time. If we stand silent, we are allowing what has gone on for centuries in this nation to remain the truth and call it being great again. I don't know who the fuck it was great for. I don't know that answer. And they are in a disbelief, if that is what they believe, that there was some greatness happening in their life, because it absolutely was not. What is happening now in this nation, under the guise of greatness, making our country wonderful, that's not where greatness lies. Greatness lies right here.
Right. Right here.
Regardless of the route, remember that we have the opportunity now to become what I call landsmen. See, when you're a farmer, there's a person who comes out at the end of every crop and tells you what can grow on that land next. Because as humans, we tend to affect the earth and don't think about it. And so this landsman comes. He doesn't just tell you about the root of the tree. He tells you what the tree did to the land and what you must plant for it to be fruitful yet again. I say to you, what we plant today is the fruit we will see tomorrow. For Hector's little baby, for my granddaughter, for the future of this nation and of this world. We are bound together by a thread so fine, we have a responsibility. It is no mistake that Jeanette Vizquera is being honored with the Humanitarian of the Year award.
Right.
And that's fucking ironic.
That's right.
Like she sits in a cage. There is a light within Jeanette Vizquera that is brighter than any place where they could put her.
Right.
She will be the liberator of many. It is an honor and a pleasure to know Jeanette, to be able to stand here for her as they attempt to silence her. And I say to each and every one of you, there will come a time very soon in our lives where you may be the only voice for others. We must stand together. It is easy to divide. It is now time for multiplication. Free Jeanette.
Free Jeanette.
Free them all.
Free them all.
ICE, you gotta go.
That's right. That's right.
There is not a human being that should be incarcerated because of the color of their skin, their creed, their national origin, their sexual preference. I don't give a fuck what you think of. Human beings were not designed for cages. What is happening is beyond illegal. It is beyond immoral. If we choose to allow this to continue, shame on us. As we say, shame on them.
Shame on them.
Stand together. Show up. Protect one another. Humanity is depending on us.
Wow.
I got butterflies already. I got butterflies.
Thank you, Candace.
You are a butterfly.
One more. Una vez más. Thank you for showing up. Bro, like, this is like, really, I mean, Nikki, familia, really.
Without hesitation, I do want to share right quick about my team. I'm really honored again to be part of the Black and Brown Parents United Foundation. Dr. Walker, Anya, come here.
Come back up.
This is our team right here. A humble little team. You know, I'm like just I came to my team a few weeks ago, about a couple months actually, and I told them what was going on. I was here at the first vigil, the first night that she was taken from us, and I, you know, they saw how bothered I've been. I mean, that's all I complain about, right? Like they saw, like, you know, guys, we got to do this. I mean, I will be honest, I was kind of like worried, like, oh, okay, should I? Because I know I stay in my lane. People know I'm in education, EJ. I try to stay in my lane. I support Jeanette and everything she asked me for in immigration. But when I asked my team, I was like, you know, this is happening. That's my friend, y'all. Like you know, we were already making plans for the next day. You know, it's like, and they didn't hesitate. Like Dr. Walker, like this Nikki's like, I'm doing this. As soon as I put it out, Rachel's like, I'll do this. Dr. Walker's like, got this. Nikki's like, okay, I'll make the calls. Anya's like, everybody's like, I got the snacks. Everybody was like, what do we need to do? Last week, we realized we had a special meeting for us that it was on Memorial Day. Yeah, it was on Memorial Day, and we're like, okay, should we cancel because it's Memorial Day? And that's what they said. That's what they said. You know, we had like, hey, you know what? And then I was kind of like, you know, I'll understand. It's all about, okay. And Dr. Walker, everybody's like, like that's our day off. Like everybody, my whole team chose to, you know, we're not taking the day off. We're gonna all weekend. They've been working on this all week, messages and learning. Now this is the first for us too, right? But they realized one thing is so important: unity. We are the Black and Brown Parents United Foundation.
Yeah.
That we represent Black and Brown parents, no matter where they come from. You know, this is what we're here for. And Jeanette really was just trying to take her kids to school. I represent thousands of parents. I have parents here right now that, you know, and it's bigger. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than us. So I do want to thank my team again, the Black and Brown Parents United Foundation, for showing up and showing out. And, you know, this is how it is. This is what it's supposed to look like. Unity, Ubuntu. I am because you are.
Yeah.
So, yo soy porque tú eres. So, here you go, Dr. Walker.
Thank you.
I thought I was done with the MCN. All right, so a couple couple things that we're gonna do. We're not over until it's over. It ain't over until it's over.
30 minutes.
So we have some time now for folks. If you would like to speak, we have an open mic right now. I know a lot of you have been listening. Like this is our first time hosting this, and we do stay in our lane, but actually this is our lane.
That's right.
This is our lane. You know, sometimes we say stay in our lane. Okay, I may not know this, but unless we show up and learn, how will we know and know what's going on?
That's right.
So this is important for us. We are all learners. So give yourself a hand for showing up.
These women
Give yourself a hand for showing up. All right, so we do have a little bit of time that we think is also important. As folks have been speaking, we had Araceli coming. You saw her. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Where'd the baby go? So we had the baby here. We had Lauren. We had Miss Candace. We had the wonderful Miss Jeanette speak. And I know now some of you also want to say something. It's open to you. Anyone that wants to speak right now, feel free. We open it to you. We want to make sure that we want to hear your story. We want to hear where you stand. We want to hear how we can support. We want to see how we can continue to do this work, and we leave it open for you now. So if you would like to speak, feel free to step forward, and we will hand you over the mic.
Don't be shy, come. Yay, bravo!
I don't have a lot. I just wanted to echo the words of Jeanette and Hector's family that even if we can't donate to the legal funds, just telling 5 or 10 people even every week means that 5 or 10 times more people than are here in this place right now every week will know about it, and that's how viral things spread.
That's right.
The internet can be our ally, not just an evil force that oppresses us, which it also clearly is, but we can spread this information around Denver, around Aurora, around Colorado, around America, and I know that everyone has that in their mind, so let's just go out this week before we come back next week. Tell the people that we know, the people that we don't know, what's happening to real human beings in this place, and we can have more people here all the time. That's all. Thanks.
Anybody else want to come up and say anything? Thank you so much.
Don't be shy. Share your stories. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to talk some more.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to talk some more. Come on, girl. Come on, brother. Come in.
Hey, V.
Come in.
Hey, V.
Come on, please share your stories. Tell us why.
Oh, be
you're here.
careful.
We need that. We need each
You
other,
okay?
you guys. We need to pump each other love.
Yeah, don't step in the hole.
Please.
I did it. Thank God.
Right now I talked to a lot of people inside, but I was encouraged by my comrade here to talk about someone we know in particular, and just speaking about, the Black Parents United Foundation. We're going to speak from the perspective of a mom. So her 2 sons were detained. And this was back in the craze of, the gangs taking over in Aurora, that they're all full of, the Tren de Agua, and that whole commotion was happening, which inevitably led to the presidency that we have in place, right? And it was very political. Shame. It was very politically motivated. I could tell you stories. I could tell you how one of the people who was working in one of those apartment buildings was told that if she said that she was attacked by Tren de Agua, that campaigning President Trump himself would get on the phone with her. So it was incredibly, incredibly politically motivated. If that was ever a doubt in your mind, let it not be anymore. But this mom had to go through the pain of finding out that her 2 sons, who lived together, who could no longer stay at the family shelter anymore because they were of age. They, were too old to stay with the rest of the family. They went out, they were staying in this apartment building, they were working hard, they were acting as babysitters for the other parents. They were well loved in the community. I could catch them playing soccer or telling a kid not to pick on another kid anytime I was there. And their names are Nixon and Dixon. And real sweet. Dixon was the older child, and if you've ever been an older sibling, you know, things can get hectic. You can get emotional, right? You're looking out, you're going through things for your siblings, and things get really heavy. And Nixon was kind of the younger one, was maybe, you know, a lot calmer, was the one reassuring us that things were going to be okay. So when all of this Tren de Agua craze was going on, the police actually accused them of being part of the gang because there was a shooting at their building, and because in front of their building there were bullet casings. And their only crime was that they swept them from in front of their building, and that was enough to be charged with tampering of evidence. So they were taken in, and we had this lawyer team that came to their, you know, to their side and was going to get them out of this situation. We were really hopeful, and then President Trump decided to take a stand and decided to send a plane full of folks to El Salvador. And one of the people on that plane was 19-year-old Nixon, the younger brother, the one who, when he was detained, he was looking at his mom and I with these loving eyes that things were going to be okay, and reassuring us, right? Like someone who was going through this horror of like this horrible misunderstanding, not knowing what's going on in this country, who came here because he was so excited to be part of this culture, so excited to see what they had seen in Hollywood, right? This false idea of what America could bring them. This guy who was beloved by these two twin girls who would run up and say, Nixon, Nixon, every time they saw him, was now 19 years old, sent to El Salvador.
Shame.
To be sentenced to a life of imprisonment. So undeserving. And his mom having to live with that, thinking that she came here for her kids to live a better life. She thought that they were going to be okay. Feeling like she stayed with the kids in the family shelter while they aged out, thinking they were going to find a way to be okay. And just that loss of control, the loss of her babies being suddenly taken from her. And Dixon ended up being transferred out of this place to a jail, and he was given a final deportation order, so as soon as he gets out of that jail, he could very quickly be deported as well.
Shame.
And for a long time, when they were first sent, when Nixon was first sent to El Salvador, she finally saw his name in the news, and she hadn't heard from him for days. It turned into weeks. You call and say, it's been 17 days since I've heard from him. I don't know if he's alive. And here these videos are coming out of this place having blood stains on the ground, and you're just wondering. So one day she messages me, and it's a video, and she's sent a screenshot of a photo, and she circled him. She goes, "That's Nixon." She goes, "At least I know he's alive." And just having to imagine her watching that video and just that slight gratitude, that slight hope of, at least I know he's alive, my baby's alive in this awful place. I just wanted her voice to be heard as a mom.
We heard you.
I just want them to be heard. Nixon and Dixon, Azuahed, they don't deserve the outcome they got. They're beautiful people. Man, they were looking out for everybody, and you guys would have been blessed to know them. And I think in all of this, right, there's so much fear-mongering. There's so much of this idea of like the danger of a stranger, and you don't think about the asset and the value. Like, they are trying to pull us away from that idea of these are beautiful people in our community that we're losing. Beautiful people that contribute, that are here for us, that look out for our kids, that look out for the community, that want the best for you as their neighbor. And this is what's happening. I don't know what else about Nixon, but I want to say more.
Like Nixon, we have so many of our brothers that have been sent to the horrible concentration camps they call in El Salvador, because that's what it is. We know that. We know that the shaving of the heads and the gassing, that's in a concentration camp. So then that hole is dangerous.
Yes.
There was a poster with so we got Kilmar, Abrego, Garcia, Andre Hernandez, and I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the rest of their names, but I've seen so many. Cause I get news on my phone. I've seen so many news articles about people getting deported to El Salvador without due process. And these are the same people that are wanting to defend we the people again.
Great.
The Constitution is a horrible document, but they can't even follow their own writing. They look terrible right now. And we need to do something about it. We can stand right here and then go back home. Or we can do stuff that, the people on this jacket did. We know what they did. We're live streaming. There's only so much we can talk about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay, mind your business. We're being Gigi, we're from House Keys Action Network Denver. We fight for the rights of the unhoused here in Denver, here in our city. We see so many of these atrocities. It's the same fight, like Candace Bailey was saying earlier. It's all the same fight. It's the same beast of U.S. imperialism, this capitalistic economy that wants us to keep working, wants us to just keep working. They want us to get jobs. They want us to get good dental insurance. That's why they employ poor people in places like Geo, so that, and those are modern day overseers. We got the same stuff, different time zones going on here. But yes, this is all the same fight. The same beast that is oppressing people in Palestine in the name of the Zionism, in the name of the Promised Land, is the same people. It's the same beast that has people locked up behind us for crossing an imaginary line. That was the only crime they ever committed, was crossing an imaginary line that was created by the colonizers anyway. This is all just land. I'm sorry, I'm a citizen of the earth. Did I cross a line? Oh no, I'm in another country. So we will continue to fight all of these fights, and with all of their intersectionalities. We're Gigi and V, House Keys Action Network Denver.
Watch out.
You can follow us on Instagram. I almost fell in the hole again. That was a little dangerous. That might be like a good tripod spot.
Bravo.
Yes. Thank you for sharing your stories.
Hello everyone. Buenas tardes mi gente. You're not going to believe my story. Yo me llamo Adán Mairena, soy un pastor presbiteriano. I'm a Presbyterian pastor out of Philadelphia. I was born in Honduras.
Thank you for being here.
In Tegucigalpa. And my parents migrated here in the late 60s. So, I'm telling you, God works in God's ways, and God is a God of justice. Dios es un Dios de justicia y trabaja en su manera. So, how many of you know Latino USA? Oh, yeah. Maria Hinojosa?
Yeah.
Ariel Goodman? Yeah. So, yesterday, the episode came out that's called I'm a Political Prisoner, Churches and Sanctuary. So the West Kensington Ministry in Philadelphia that I'm the pastor of, during the Obama administration, we held a woman in sanctuary, Angela Navarro, and we did it through the New Sanctuary Movement of Philadelphia. The New Sanctuary Movement of Philadelphia is an interfaith group that we have over 40 congregations, Jewish, Christian. So during the Obama administration, we held Angela Navarro and her family in sanctuary at our church for 60 days. And I've been to the White House, protested in the sanctuary movement in Philadelphia. We've gotten arrested as well. But Ariel Goodman, who produced the episode, she interviewed me and she took audio footage at the church. So Ariel Goodman fue a la iglesia, me entrevistó y ella, she's the producer del episodio que salió ayer. It came out on NPR yesterday. The podcast is out. And you know that show, there's at least 30 million viewers that listen to that show every week. So why am I here? Yesterday morning, I woke up in Philadelphia. I had a worship service. Mi novia se llama Nora. Los papás de ella viven en Nuevo México, Las Vegas, cerca de Santa Fe. Y hace unos 2 meses, she was diagnosed with a medical condition, her mother. And a few months ago, we decided, okay, she had to come here to Aurora for a medical procedure. And men, hombres, ustedes saben, cuando la esposa o la novia dice, tenemos que ir a hacer algo, especially for our doñas, we do it.
That's right.
So, a few months ago, we were already planning to come to New Mexico to drive to Aurora to bring her mother, who's going to see a doctor tomorrow and the next day. And yesterday, Ariel Goodman, the producer of this of this episode, Latino USA, it came out yesterday. Yesterday, she texted me. She says, Adán, the episode is out. Here's the link. Yo le digo a ella, pues ya estoy en el aeropuerto. We're flying to Nuevo Mexico. Tomorrow we're going to Colorado. She says, oh, Jeanette's in Colorado. And I'm like, well, we're going to Aurora. She says, the detention center's in Aurora. So we left Las Vegas, New Mexico this morning. Wow. I just drove in. Just now, I dropped off Nora and her mother. I dropped them off at the Hampton Inn. And I knew y'all were here. And Jeanette, tú no me conoces, pero estamos en el mismo episodio. Estamos en el mismo episodio. Y te conozco. Y cuando escuché tu historia, y cuando llegué aquí, conocí a tu hija Luna. Y le expliqué lo que está pasando. Y me miró como que si estoy loco. I'm like, hey, I'm in this episode with your mom. And I know your story. And yo soy hondureño. And my parents came here for reasons of political oppression as well. And we held an Hondureña, Angela Navarro, in our church. So I am at awe. I am shocked that God, and whatever you all believe, God, Allah, La Virgen, lo que sea, the universe brings us together to work and fight for justice and for people. And I mean, you know, we know Oscar Romero, right? And we know liberation theology, and we know that God has a special place for the oppressed and for the poor and for those who are the doormats, right? Y sabemos que esta solo usted, hermana, no la conozco. Estamos en la misma entrevista con Ariel Goodman y María Hinojosa, y espero conocerla en vivo un día de estos. Y siga la lucha, y aquí estamos. And I'm going to try to see if I can visit tomorrow if possible. But my heart is racing, people. Because do you understand my story? Philadelphia yesterday morning. Months ago, coming to Colorado, bringing my girlfriend's mom to get medical treatment. Being here, driving 4 hours to be here at this time. Solo, miren, yo sé que en la iglesia hemos hecho, forgive my language, pendejadas. The church, we've done some horrible things, from slavery to the oppression of women, to even right now churches that, oh, they're illegal, they're breaking the law, they don't deserve to be here. Those imaginary lines, hermano, that you just mentioned, oh my God. When Abraham and Sarah and Jesus had to be a refugee and go to Israel, go to Egypt. So, God is real.
Amen.
God is here.
Amen.
God is the space between us right now, fighting for justice and advocating for not only Janelle, but everybody like her.
Amen.
So ya me callo. But I love y'all. Thank you. And this was destined. This was destined. No, we all pray for each other. We all pray for each other. I mean, thank you, everybody.
Gracias, Pastor. Wow, what an amazing, beautiful story. Yeah.
Do we have time for about one more person? If anybody else wants to come up and say a few things?
Whoa, there we go.
Or you want to wave? Okay. Hey!
Yeah, let's
We
wait.
love you! We love you so much.
Say, Papa.
Papa, that's his
Anybody else?
I could lead a closing song.
You want to take this?
Oh, yeah, somebody
You're the one. Close this out.
Hi everybody, my name is Jamie. I also go by Johnny Five from the band Flowbots. And if you've been at some of the other weeks, you know that I can't stop thinking about how our voices, when we raise them together collectively, can be powerful. And right now, I'd love to think about how our voices can be powerful for people who are 12 feet away from us, but separated by concrete and fences. And we're here together every week, looking through a silhouette. So maybe we could move over.
Can we do it? We love you. Can we show you something that goes like this? We love you. We love you. We love you. Wow! So 3 times. We love you. We love you. We love you. Wow!
And there's the song, what if we do that again, and then let's add to that the song, No están solos, no están solas, juntos hacemos la liberación. You are not alone, you are not alone, together we make liberation. But let's sing it loud, and let's sing it close, and let's sing it directly with the folks that we're standing with on the other side of the wall here. So let's move over here and do this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to guide us for
So
that.
would you lead us in that again, that we love you, and then we'll go
So this is we love you. And there's some pastors here. This is something we do at church. It's all godly. It's all love. It's all love. So again, 3 times. We love you. Love you. We 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 love you.
No están solas, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solas, no están solos, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solas, no están solos, juntos hacemos la liberación. Even louder. No están solas, no están solos, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solas, no están solos, juntos hacemos la liberación. No están solos, 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 no están solos. No están solos. No están solos. No están solos.
We love you.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
As we, obviously you guys showed the love there, you can see, seriously, they are listening, they're watching. First, we want to thank you for showing up and showing out with us. It's very humbling again to be here in this space, and it's important that we are here for them. I'm lost with words because of how much this means for me, how much this means for all of us to be here. Before all of us leave, if you have not hugged and said hi to one person in this space, we cannot leave until we do that. We cannot be in this space and not know the next person beside us, because that means that all of us came here for the same reason. That means that we have the same love. So if we have not, we're going to take maybe one more minute
to go and find someone that I have not yet introduced myself to. And while you're here, make that connection. That is important. And when we're done, you're free to leave. But again, thank you guys for showing up and showing out. So anybody that you've not met yet, everybody started. Hug on that person and love on that person for being here.
And I love you. And I love you for coming and sharing the evening with us. Thank you so much.
We need each other. Hug, hermano. Hug. Yes, they didn't tell me twice. Hug, hug.
Thank you. See, we love each other. I love you. I will see you again. Oh, actually, let me go get. Let me go get the.
You know, I have to show up.
Oh, no, here. Okay. This is the QR code for Hector. Hector's GoFundMe. Like I was saying, thank you for being here with us tonight, and I love you. I will see you again sooner rather than later. I will see you again next Monday night. Share this, and come out. Come out. I love you. And remember, free Jeanette. Free Palestine. Free them all. I love you.
Yeah.